Did Brock Lesnar break Hardcore Holly's neck? Are Billy and Chuck gay? And is Kurt Angle a pedophile? Just many questions coming out of this SmackDown 12th September 2002 review, and we're going to answer every single one of them.
Hold on, Kurt said he likes to play with little boys. I think he's answered it himself.
Yeah, but then he tried to cover it up, and then he just dug himself deeper, so I think he answered it.
Put down that shovel, Kurt. You're digging that hole deeper.
And he may as well dig another hole for Hardcore Holly, because that's where we're going to start with our non-title match in the opening contest. We've got Brock Lesnar against Hardcore Holly, and Brock...
That opened the show?
Yeah, that was the first match. Brock fought...
Remember that?
Brock fought, the Hardcore Holly was sandbagging him, and went, fuck you, buddy, and just dropped him on his neck. Thoughts?
Well, I mean, we'll never know, will we?
Well, he's committed to admit it.
Hardcore Holly did?
No, Brock Lesnar did.
I know, but we'll never know if Hardcore was sandbagging him.
Oh, right, yeah, well, yeah, that's true. I didn't really see any evidence of it in the match. Well, no.
What I would say, I think Brock Lesnar showed insane strength at the moment.
I say any evidence. The point is, he sandbagged him during the powerbomb, and then Brock went, well, fuck you then, dropped him. I think... Yeah, Brock has completely manhandled other people.
I think for Brock not to be able to hit a powerbomb
on Hardcore Holly,
then...
I think he's must have.
Probably need to be sandbagging him.
I think you saw evidence in this match that like Hardcore Holly was like, right, I'm the guy that's been around the block. Brock's just new. I'm going to try and hit him hard a couple of times here. I think this was evident, and I think Brock Lesnar...
Was he though? I mean, I know he likes to fucking bully people, but I didn't really see him bullying Brock. He might have tried to be a dick by sandbagging him, but I don't think he was taking liberties on Brock Lesnar.
No, but Hardcore Holly talks a good game. We've seen it with Daniel Puder. We've seen it here. But at the end of the day, Brock went, no. But you know what? I've never obviously seen this match. I assumed once he did it, an X was thrown up.
Aye, Hardcore Holly was happy beating up Daniel Puder when he had Benoit and Guerrero beside him.
True. Yeah, but I tell you what, Guerrero and Benoit have been sticking to Lesnar's arse like fucking glue the last couple of weeks, so maybe he thought they were there.
Maybe,
but yeah, drops him on his neck. Like I said, I thought the X would have been thrown up. It wasn't. Then he hits him with the F5, and then he beats him.
Yeah, I assumed that the neck break was bad enough for the match not to continue, but he actually finished the match.
So fair play to Hardcore. The ref definitely went to him after the powerbomb. It's like, are you alright? And he's like, spark plug never dies. And then Lesnar, you tell the Grim Reaper. Bob Holly's looking at him.
Lesnar was like pushing his neck, kicking his neck. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, definitely. Then up next, we have got Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero taking on Edge and Cena. And again, just thrown in straight into another match here.
Yeah, nothing to break it up, just match after match on SmackDown. And Eddie and Chavo win. So, wasn't expecting this. It's not often that Chavo gets a win, but the Guerreros did win here. And it's just not looking good for Big Match John, is it?
It's not looking good for Big Match John, but it's not looking good for Eddie because they decide after the match here, we got stunk face last week, so let's put Edge's face in my ass. Bit gay for Chavo personally. He's wearing like the tightest Speedos known to man, but Edge counters this and then shoves...
Ooh, Chavo!
Yeah, that theme is questionable. Edge's face is then counteract it, and he puts Eddie's big face into Chavo's burrito. And Eddie is not happy at Chavo backstage. He's like, you're not whipping him. You go, what the hell was this? I don't want to kiss my cousin's ass. My dear, you're my dear. Oh, I say cousin, it's his uncle, isn't it?
Aye.
How fucking weird. He's kissing his fucking cousin, his nephew's ass.
Bit weird. Bit questionable.
Bit fucking questionable.
Eddie Guerrero, take a seat next to Kurt Angle.
Take a fucking seat. And I think Matt Hardy needs to take a seat because what's he doing? Trying to fucking brawl with The Undertaker here.
Tell you what though, Matt Hardy's went for doing absolutely nothing on Raw to get a half decent push here on SmackDown.
No, but what is, I think the whole gimmick is that he is trying to wind up Undertaker because he has made some sort of deal with Brock. But before this, we didn't actually know. So it kind of just seemed a bit weird that Matt Hardy wanted to congratulate the mother-to-be. Like, he was adamant he wanted in that room.
Had he, though, at this point?
But I think maybe that's what was we were led to believe.
I thought he went to get Brock help because he was taking on Taker.
No, but maybe this was the plan all along.
Well, did he enlist in Brock's help last week when Brock battered him?
No, but well, I don't know. But the way the main event went, this to me seemed like the deal was in play the whole show. But you know, a decent wee segment, wasn't it?
Decent. I just never got that from what you're thinking. But yeah, decent segment.
Well, I just don't think Matt Hardy would have the balls to go to Taker like this if he knew.
Hold on, he had the balls to face Brock Lesnar, didn't he? The guy's obviously fucking delusional. Where you been? 2 weeks ago, he was challenging Brock, thinking he was going to win.
No, fair enough. Maybe I got that one wrong. But anyway, Rico is on the phone backstage. He's making...
Oh, we're not going to talk about what happened?
We did talk about what happened.
Right, move on.
What you want to talk about?
Oh, I talk about the fact that Matt was adamant in getting in to see Little Undertaker run the ring.
He was adamant.
Then he talks about
I want to give him some chocolate milk.
You know, one day we're going to see a little Matt Hardy version 2 run about Undertaker. Then got mad when Matt Hardy tried to just walk into the room and see Sarah, grabs him by the throat and just like basically kind of not choke slammed him but pushed him against the wall.
Somebody needs a attitude adjustment.
Yeah, that's what Matt Hardy said about Taker.
That was what he said. Rico up next. He's on the phone. He wants to make last minute arrangements for the ceremony, but he's not happy about how everything is going on here. But he's adamant here. He's very adamant that he wants Stephanie McMahon at the ceremony, and that, you know, question mark's got to be asked why he wants her there so bad.
You got to be there, Steph. I need a witness.
She's like, I will be honoured to be there for Billy and Chuck.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think she really wanted to be there. Like, but
well, that's what she said. That is what she said. But up next, I think we get one of the most iconic promos of all time. Kurt Angle. Take it away, Kurt the Nance. Chris Hansen should have fucking come out instead of Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Kurt Angle comes out. He's bashing Rey Mysterio in the Minneapolis crowd. He warns Chris Benoit not to laugh at him again. Kurt says that Rey is a boy in a man's world, and I'm a man who loves to play with boys.
And Kurt realizes what he's done.
Straight away that he fucked up, so he has to rethink what he said. He's like, no. He tries to take it back, and he says, Ray's a boy, and he's a man, and he's going to manhandle Ray. And he's like, oh shit, no. He makes another incriminating comment, and Taz is like, yo, Kurt, just give up here while you're behind. And he calls out Rey Mysterio.
I think he said the last one was like, you're a boy, I'm a man, and I'm going to get on top of you.
It was, aye.
So
just wasn't good here for Kurt Angle. Just shut your damn mouth, Kurt, and let your wrestling do your talking.
And the match was great.
And here we go, yeah, another rematch here. Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio. Another great match. Kurt Angle, though, wins with an Angle slam off the top rope. But, I mean, Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio had 2 good matches so far. And, yeah, every time they've been in the ring, it's been gold.
I'll tell you what, I think SmackDown's off to quite a good start.
It is.
It is. Then we see a black limo appear. We have no idea who's in this limo. Question marks have got to be asked. But up next, we've got Benoit against Rikishi, and I'm just not digging Benoit these days, man. I'm not.
No, he's not really doing it for me. Benoit, what are you doing?
He really ain't. He goes for a big headbutt off the top rope, but guess what? Kurt runs down like he shot himself. He pushes Benoit off, and then, by God, what SmackDown's very gay, because Benoit is in the stink face position, and Angle grabs his fucking arms, and it's like he's feeding Benoit right up Rikishi's arse.
A lot of questionable shit going on here. You've got a gay marriage, you've got man playing with boys, and then you've got a big fat guy rubbing his ass in everyone's face.
No, we've seen stink faces before, right? Where, like, you know, like, Rock's pushed Vince's face. But, I mean, this is probably the one with the most velocity I've ever seen.
Aye.
Like, he's fucking pulling back with his full body weight. Because Benoit's just fucking helpless. And it is, I mean, honestly, I thought there was going to be a face imprint up his ass. But anyway, it is what it is. Benoit then demands a match with Kurt Angle because he's just been disgraced out there. And she's like, yeah, you will get your match at Unforgiven. Then Matt Hardy's like, I want a match against The Undertaker. And then Steph mishears him and says, no, you're not getting a match against The Undertaker at Unforgiven because he's taking on Brock Lesnar. It's like,
no, tonight.
I mean, come on. Did she really think Matt Hardy thought he was going to get a match against Taker at Unforgiven?
Probably wants the title on the line as well, even though Brock's a champ.
It's a weird one because it was a botch, but I like the fact they played it off it wasn't a botch, and Matt was like, you fucking dumb. Are you dumb, buddy? Then we get the commitment ceremony, and I think this is the best segment SmackDown have done since the brand split.
It was good.
It was very good now. Was it very long? Yes, but I think it had every intentions of being very long. And you know what? We got the minister out there, and you had no idea it was Eric Bischoff.
I didn't.
And you know what? It didn't look like Bischoff.
Did not.
And they did actually a really good job of this. Billy and Chuck were introduced. They come out to the "It's raining men, hallelujah, it's raining men." So yeah, then we get a video package, just extremely gay. The minister then asks if anyone objects to this, then they need to speak right now, brother. And then The Godfather. When was the last time you seen The Godfather?
Been a while.
But he came back at the Rumble, and then I think he just disappeared after this. But he then questions, like, what the fuck is going on here, Billy? the hose couldn't get enough of you. And he's like, Chuck, you were one of the legendary skirt chasers. You like the fat fucks. Chucky boy, what happened?
What happened to you, Chuck?
What happened? Rico's like, what are you doing? Are you homophobic, Godfather? He's like, what the hell is going on here? Rico says nobody in this building wants to see none of the good time girls. And it's funny because the crowd, all they want to see is the hose, and they do not want this gay thing right now.
Yeah, 100%.
And it just shows
gay
you
shit out of here.
It just kind of shows you though the sort of people that liked wrestling and now, because see, this is woke culture or like Cultaholic or any other, Wrestle Talk or fucking JD. They bury this. They're like, no, we want to see the women wrestle.
Yeah, we want to see the women wrestle. We want.
This is a disgraceful segment. This should stay in the past.
I want to see a gay marriage. I want Billy and Chuck to bum me. I mean, what the fuck?
It's funny as fuck though. I think they completely missed the point with this stuff. Like, it's just intend to be offended by it.
See, people that just want wrestling match after wrestling match after wrestling match with nothing, no entertainment style, or like, what's the fucking point?
Yeah, what is the point? Like, let's be real, right? This segment is fucking better than any women match, man, you'll get. It's better than this segment is better than most throwaway men matches you'll get. So yeah. So what's better?
This shit, obviously.
Like what do these fucking marks want to see? Do they want to see the whole train in a fucking 60-minute gauntlet match, one after the other? I mean, come on.
It'd be pretty entertaining though.
It would be be fucking awful, wouldn't it though? But yeah, the Godfather then's like, you're missing out on the whole train. He leaves, and I was expecting Billy and Chuck to get on the mic and be like, no, don't go, but that didn't happen. Rico then tells the minister to...
Yeah, King was there.
Aye.
He'd have got on the mic and
he fucking would have, but the minister is then told to skip to the end part. He's like, Billy, do you pledge to commit to Chuck?
I'm about to take a stroke.
Billy's like...
Say it quickly.
Yes. The minister then asks Chuck to do the same thing. Rico then looks at Chuck, he's like, do it. Do it a roar. And Chuck's like, yes. And then the minister's like, I pronounce you. And then Billy and Chuck are like, fuck no, we're not gay.
Nothing against gay people. We're not one of them.
We're not one of them. This was a publicity stunt, Rico. And Rico's not fucking having this.
I knew you just would back out after everything I've done.
And then the minister, he cuts in, he's like...
I think Rico's secretly gay.
Is he gay in real life?
I don't know, his character in a couple of years so would fucking tell you so.
Yeah, well, even right now it's a bit fucking gay.
Not true.
Just shows how gay the character in a couple of years is. But anyway, he's like, the bond in Billy and Chuck is sacred. He says, no matter if it lasts 15 years, 15 months, or 3 minutes.
Wait a minute.
Did I just hear myself say 3 minutes?
And then the hand comes up, it starts peeling its own face off. The plastic mask, the rubber mask is off, and it turns out it is Eric Bischoff. What a reveal. What a fucking reveal this was.
It's the mic work, though. It's the fucking 3 minutes. That
100%.
And people say Bishop. I mean, this is a fucking GM. Imagine Adam Pearce trying to pull this off.
Because they try and do, spoiler alert, they try and do the same thing next week, but literally it was just Stephanie not doing anything, playing a background character.
Yeah. Yeah, like...
It's not like she was the focal point.
Oh, but Bischoff, like, no idea. I would imagine people would have been fucking... Like, I know, right?
Bischoff had nowhere to hide here.
Like, I know it's a mid-card feud, right, or whatever, like, this segment. It's not exactly Rock Austin, massive, like, it was me, Austin. But for me, the actual segment itself is right up there with that.
Oh, aye, 100%.
Like, it is, but then Jamal and Rosie come down, they start battering Billy and Chuck. Rico has been saved here. Bischoff's then holding Stephanie McMahon, and then what happens?
Team SmackDown come down after Stephanie gets a Samoan drop. They try and make the save. I mean, Jamal was going to go for the big splash, but all the blue guys for the back run out. Pretty much everybody here. It was weird because you had your guys that are over, like Kurt Angle, Rey Mysterio, and then you had guys like Shannon Moore. And at the end of the segment, you have Shannon Moore and Kurt Angle at the same time, both checking on Stephanie, and you're like, oh, down here. Should Shannon Moore not be one of the guys that just chased them into the crowd?
Yeah.
Should this guy really be main stage here in the ring? Fucking.
He shouldn't be, but I tell you what, will Bischoff get the same love from his Raw counterparts? on Raw when the same thing happens to him? I don't think so.
We'll find out.
Alright, and to answer the question we said earlier, right, up next with Tori Wilson against Nydia. Women's match. Do not care.
Garbage.
Garbage. Do not give a fuck. So for all the, hey, we want to see them wrestle, man. Fuck off. We don't want to see them wrestling. Yo, this could have been Shannon Moore against Crash. Same outcome. Pish. Fucking segment smokes it every day of the week.
Oh, Crash versus Shannon Moore probably would have been a bit better, like.
Yeah, but really, you're right. Tori wins, right? Apparently she's improving by leaps and bounds. I'm yet to notice it.
I'm not seeing it.
I'm not seeing it. Undertaker then leaves Sarah. He's like, I'll be right back. Then Matt Hardy raps on Brock Lesnar's door, and then Heyman and Lesnar join Hardy as they make their way to the ring. And it's the main event, and I believe this is the first time Matt Hardy has the "Oh yeah" theme song.
I think it is.
It's the debut, so put that in your diary, 12th September 2002. And you know what? It's a good match. Heyman, though, it's just fucking winging chairs in the ring. He's jumping on the apron. I'm actually surprised it took so long for him to get sent to the back.
Yeah, he's been a nonce.
It's probably the most I've ever seen someone interfere in a match within a minute.
Now, Matt Hardy did promise he would win tonight, and I think he technically did.
Well, he did via count out.
Via count out.
Via count out, he does when the referee's back is turned, just deliver a big massive boot to fucking Heyman. And then Heyman, Undertaker's Heyman, brother. And then Brock Lesnar. I thought Brock Lesnar was going to get involved, but he didn't.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar was just sitting there. He did hit a clothesline on Taker, though, on the outside.
Yeah, he did. I thought he might have killed him, though. Then we cut backstage, because Brock Lesnar's been banned at this point. And guess what? Heyman has arrived at Undertaker's dressing room door. And this was just creepy. Heyman can play the creep so fucking well.
Hey, sir, I want to touch you, sir. I mean, it was a bit fucking weird.
I want to touch a little Taker, buddy.
Undertaker sees on the big screen that Paul Heyman is in the locker room with his wife, and then he decides, you know what, fuck this match.
Imagine he took the bike backstage.
I'm going to come after Heyman. And I mean, he kind of half ran, half jogged.
Yeah.
He moved quick, but could have moved quicker.
I think if it was Brock attacking his wife, he'd have went on the bike and fucking sped about 100 miles an hour, but it was Heyman. So.
Broke every speed limit.
I mean, I'd probably fancy pregnant Sarah to beat up Paul Heyman.
Probably, like Paul Heyman's a bit of a fucking...
Yes, Heyman gets grabbed by the throat though by the Undertaker, and then Brock Lesnar appears. Chair shot to the back. Oh, no, the face, sorry. The back. It's the dome of Undertaker. And that's him sparked out. And then you thought, maybe Sarah's safe. Maybe they'll just leave Taker alone and Sarah alone. No! Brock Lesnar gets her up against the fucking wall. It's like, holy shit, what's going on here? He then grabs her stomach. He's like, life's a bitch. And then walks it. Great ending, I thought.
Yeah, fantastic.
Best SmackDown in a while.
Definitely. One of the best SmackDowns, I think. Maybe the best SmackDown of the Stephanie McMahon era.
Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.
I'll give it an 8 as well. I think the first one was good when she debuted it, but yeah, no, I think this is probably better.
And what really helped is the segments. Like, I mean, apart from the women's match, I think all the other matches delivered, but you need segments as well.
Segments.
Let's be real, right? This main event match could have ended with, Brock and Taker brawling on the outside and he hits an F5 through the table or something and Matt wins via countout, but it just is nowhere near the same as effect of what actually happened.
Nope.
Like, but Billy and Chuck, right, could have literally just said, we're not gay, and the segment would have ended. But no, they added the whole Bischoff, coming to SmackDown in, and it just elevates it. So for me, it's an 8. For you, it's an 8. In top 5 moments, there's a shit ton to pick from.
Yes, looking forward to them.
But we'll be back very soon, guys. But until next time, peace.